I can once it gets started, I'm fine, but it takes me like a half hour to get it running.
Yeah.
Are you just doing it through like OBS?
I do OBS. We all do different shit.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
I do a combination of OBS and XSplit.
Which is a homebrew.
Yeah, he captures the OBS screen on XSplit.
Right. I stream it into my phone, and then I take a video of my phone.
Well, no, the only way that I could use my video with the green screen in both Hangouts and in XSplit was to capture it in OBS and stream it out to multiple sources.
No shit, you do use both.
I am not. That's not a joke. Yeah.
Also, none of us tell each other what we do. That also helps part of it.
It's a secret.
That would ruin the
I try
mystery.
to tell, but it's hard to. I don't know. I mean, Bachmann's the only one that does the green screen, so I have no idea what he can do.
You know what we all should do, and when you guys move into your new apartment, once you get all your furniture in place, take a picture of the room completely clean and everything in its place.
Okay.
Get yourself a green screen.
There you go.
That's your background. Looks like
Hell
your
yeah.
place is always clean and your life's not falling apart.
I love it. I literally yesterday on my way home from work, I was researching, and I think I Googled how to keep apartment clean because I'm like, all right, this time I'm gonna do it right. I'm not gonna fuck up, because I was telling Tim this. The problem is if we move into a new apartment and every part of my life is not instantly fixed, then I'm gonna have to kill myself because I've been telling myself that all my problems are because of our current apartment.
That has 3 times as much storage and
Yeah.
twice the size. If this doesn't fix it all, man. Well,
Oh boy.
oh boy. Just
Guys,
kidding. Hello, everyone in chat.
It's not gonna fix it. I just want you to know. I just want you to know that it's
Are
not
you
gonna
saying
fix
it's
it.
us
Are
and
you
not
saying-
where we're located? Hugo, unfortunately, you will not be hearing Toby today. Small spoiler.
Small spoiler.
Hello, Griffin Fire. I think we were muted before when I said, "Oh, it's been so long since we've seen each other last."
I like that the pinned tweet on your Twitter account is about a thing from April? March?
Yeah.
Yeah, from March.
I tried to unpin it, but I couldn't figure it out.
Wait. Oh really?
Yeah, it's with our
Nice.
last recording.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck it. That's what they like, you know?
People like us for our messy content.
They like how messy we are. We can't be all voice actors or McElroys out there, you know?
This is the D&D podcast for the fuck ups out there.
And we're really high on the iTunes list because of our fans out there that
Beautiful fans.
download so much, like and subscribe. Just fucking mash that.
Do
follow
it a
button.
pity. You ever thought of that?
Michael, I just tweeted about that today. You're not allowed to talk like that. I'm a motivational speaker. Hugo, I hope you have your fan art accoutrement
Oh
ready.
yeah, this is. I feel like this is gonna give you some good inspiration.
Yeah.
This evening.
And what's their name? Oni something? I think they're gonna like this.
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a pan flute.
I think I actually have a pan flute also.
So hold on. So a pan flute. So a pan flute is a flute that's into all kinds of flutes. It's not like a bi flute.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a hetero flute, nor is it a homo flute. It's a pan flute.
Yes.
It's a 2018 sexuality of a flute, in my opinion.
That's good. That's good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So here we are.
We just want to do it?
So don't we have like 20 more minutes of bullshit to do?
Oh man, we got to record 3 episodes tonight.
No, don't say that. I'll die.
I might die trying to do my voice for this whole thing.
I don't have mine picked out yet. I'm going back and forth between 2.
Oh, you got to pick it soon. I have a voice, and I don't think it'll work, so I'm ready to abandon it and just speak real, like, normal Christopher Hottie.
Well,
We're working these things out as we go.
I have 5 I'm choosing from.
mine
Oh,
probably
geez.
won't work either. So Christopher, if you just want to swap with me, if yours doesn't
Yeah.
work, mine doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael, you should do that. Everyone, pass your character sheets. One person to the left.
That actually would I think if you're like all like physically together, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
good, and just have to switch roles.
I almost did it on a Norhall, but I didn't have time.
Man. All right, then. All right, everybody open up Audacity.
That's a good idea.
Let me open up Large Reggie first.
Oh, Audacity. That's right. Hold on. Oh, geez. I probably should have tested that in advance.
And before it gets too late for you, we export in WAV.
In WAV. Okay, well, I'll do that at the end of this whole process.
Yeah, don't do it now. Don't do it now. Don't do it.
I currently have nothing to export. Do you do like a 3, 2, 1 start recording, or should I just hit this big red button?
No, we count down.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Like those savages.
I'm gonna mess this thing up. It's gonna be great.
Everybody clap.
You can't. But you can mess it up. It's fine.
Oh, you bet.
I like to clap.
Dan,
Is that just a general statement?
pretend.
Like,
I just love clapping.
I just like clapping.
No.
It's like, such joy. Right there.
That's a good feeling.
Kazoo.
Okay, I'm glad somebody else is on board.
It's like I like it when this hand touches a thing, but it's also nice when this hand touches a thing. Whoa!
What?
Oh, that's
Sometimes
good.
I clap with all my fingies.
No, that's a bad clap.
Like
That's
a
not
like a
why.
together.
Yeah. It's like
That's
it's
so
like
hard.
five.
It's not powerful enough.
It's 5 clap.
It's so hard. It makes almost no noise.
What about? What
Perfect.
about? Remember that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I take the video of us doing this. It
Oh,
looks-
don't Twitch clip that at all and share
Oh.
it with all your friends. Like and subscribe.
Don't make
If
us
you have
a
Amazon
GIF.
Prime, you can do Twitch Prime. Just mash that button, and helps us pay our bills that we owe.
Oh, we need them. Tim and Jennifer are moving. I need money to buy a rug.
We paid our taxes today.
Whoo, scary.
Oh boy.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, having your own business, taxes are fucking scary.
Oh, they're the worst.
They're
real
really
bad. Real bad.
I don't like it.
I remember when I used to get excited and get a tax return and get money back.
Every
And
time I'm
those
like,
things-
I just got my tax return and I'm going to buy a this and a that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to eat ramen for a month.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's beans and rice time up in here right now.
You guys should try having 2 kids, getting divorced, and then marrying someone who is a non-resident alien.
Oh Jesus,
That's what
Michael.
you should try doing.
Jesus,
That's hard mode.
That is that is layers upon layers.
Oh goodness.
I thought Carrie and I both thought that like this year having a baby would like kind of cancel out the money that we owed last year. It did not, and somehow it got worse.
What?
Like this fucking baby.
There was one year where it almost made more sense for Jennifer and I to be divorced.
That does not make sense. Let's start this podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, is everyone ready?
Did we start the Audacity? Oh,
Not yet.
no.
No.
Make sure you have the right microphone.
That's a good idea.
Oh, man. I think I do.
Who's to say?
There's no way. of knowing.
Okay.
Chicken pig
It's
whip.
moist.
All right. On go.
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1, go. We're recording.
That was the closest I've ever been.
He did the thing where he
Do
did
it?
not. He
Did you
waited
get it
till-
right?
He did it. He just waited the last possible microsecond to click the record button,
I had
which
2
gives
seconds
me
to
a
open
heart
up
attack.
my Google Docs, which I can do later.
Yeah.
David is a pro, and when he edits it, like we're probably all over the place.
I hated when you clapped really loud in my ear.
All right. I'm just going to minimize that Audacity and pretend everything's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, if it fucks up, we have a backup.
We
Is
do.
Yeah, sure.
We have a double backup. We have Twitch,
You know, well, we have.
and then
To,
theoretically, Bachmann is
Theoretically.
I'll tell you what.
theoretically.
I did clear off a whole bunch of space on my SSD. So
That's just pronounced st.
it's off my.
Yeah. We don't bother selling the letters like www.something.com. Takes a lot longer than woo.something.com.
That's what we're. That's what we're on now.
Yeah.
I did get roasted one time because I said SIP instead of SIP. and
Oh,
talked about
no.
phones, and I felt real embarrassed. I went home early that day.
From college. From your first day of school.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Said SIP wrong. I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. Whew. All right.
Hold on, I gotta make a character real quick. All y'all at home thought that was for real.
Yes, all of us.
Now I have definitely pronounce lots of people's name wrong. So it's Badell.
Yeah, nailed it.
Okay. It's not like Badell or some other thing.
like the worst Superman character.
When I was a kid, I grew up on a horse ranch, and like a lot of ranches and farms have weird names of them to, like, you know, the L Bar Ranch or whatever. And I wanted ours to be the Badell Ranch, and you just have an L with angry eyes and eyebrows.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
And like pistols, the Badell Ranch.
Of course.
Nobody else in my family thought that was funny.
I think it's hilarious.
Thank you.
That's
Validated. It's taken 20-something years, but here we are. More than that.
Okay. All right, here we go. Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Tim Lanning.
Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Jennifer Cheek.
Hey, everyone.
Mike Bachmann.
Tim was foreshadowing.
And special guest, Christopher Badell.
Hello, I'm not Nika Howard.
No.
Christopher is not Nika Howard.
It says so right on the screen.
Nika will be back soon, but she had a thing. So Christopher has been very generous with his time, and he has agreed to play some D&D with us.
Yeah. So I don't know what your thoughts are on Lahni. She's fast, but I'm sure you'll pick it up. I think we emailed you.
Yeah. All Nika's character sheet and how to play her character.
You're going to be playing Junpei Iori.
Real throwback.
So, Christopher, what's your deal?
Who are you?
What the fuck?
I mean, just like in general in life.
Yeah, what's your deal?
The most interesting thing about me is that I'm not Nika Howard. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I guess beyond that, I have a game company. I make some games.
What are they?
Gosh, maybe these ones here. I have a shelf of games right here.
Monopoly, was that you?
Yeah, Monopoly, Scrabble, the big ones. So I made a game in 2011 called Sentinels: The Multiverse, and that was my first game. And at that same time, I made a company called Greater Than Games to make that game and others. And I've made a few since then. But yeah. Good times.
Yeah, and you're from St. Louis, which is where we had the last GeeklyCon. We met and fell in love. And
yes, and we hung out at PAX, and then we tricked Christopher into coming onto our podcast.
Yeah, we got to hang out at 2 PAXs, which is pretty special.
That's true.
PAX
that's true.
Yeah, I remember that. It was great.
Because of taxes.
Sorry, Bachmann.
I was sick for most of it.
That is true. That was a rough time.
Yeah.
Really let us down, Tim.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've even designed your own RPG called the Sentinels Comic RPG. I got that wrong, I feel like.
It's pretty close, and it's not all my work. I have a team of fantastic people working on the RPG with me. Cam Banks, Dave Chalker, Philippe Menard. So some people that are some big deal folks that are helping me with my first RPG ever. It's very generous of them. But yeah, Sentinel Comics, the role-playing game, it takes place in the same world, the same setting as the Sentinels, the Multiverse card game, and a few other Sentinel Comics-based games, and allows you to tell your own superhero stories. So like if you were, say, somebody named Nick, you might want to tell a story about hanging out in a tent and giving ice cream to kids. Like that's a hypothetical story you could tell in this game.
Yeah, that's a hypothetical thing that definitely did not happen for real at PAX Unplugged.
Yeah, if there's robots trying to attack the city, making a snow cone machine is a theoretical thing you can do.
Yes.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetical.
Now, you would think that we would make some, superhero-based content today, but no, we're not going to do that.
That's not our style.
Well, I will say, not to spoil things too much, but a lot of times, excuse me, I'm still recovering from that PAX East voice.
Yeah.
A lot of times people will come up to me and be like, "So it's so cool, you write all these heroes." It's like, look, I write the heroes, I make them, it's fun, I write the decks. The thing I really pour my soul into is writing the supervillains.
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, that's again a little foreshadowing.
I didn't want to spoil it.
So let's for fun set the stage from last week, even though it's going to be a little bit. We're going to be doing a little bit of a wacky thing this week. So everybody who's not Christopher, roll a d20.
All right.
I got a 4. That's cocked. That's cocked.
It's cocked. All right, let me try again. That's a 6.
Shit. I got an 18.
Oh, that's a Bachmann. That's a Bachmann.
That's a Bachmann roll.
Hey, Mike Bachmann,
Yeah.
what happened last week on the Drunks and Dragons podcast?
We didn't record last week.
Oh,
lawyered.
That's not. You're breaking continuity.
Okay. Last week, well, we woke up on slabs. That was first thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the most important thing.
That's most important.
5 years ago.
Yep. Has it been 5 years? I feel like we say 5 years long enough, and then it turns into 6 years.
It's definitely been longer now, though.
It's been like 13.
It's been like 13 years.
14.
Yeah. Feels like we've been saying 5 years for 3 years now.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
we did just skip 7. So
Anyway, that was a good recap.
oh, cool. Thanks.
If you remember,
Yeah,
you went to Paylor's Hope
Right.
to meet up with Asha Yaradane.
Asha
Yep.
Dane. Oh, yeah. We met up with her because the kid was missing.
That's right.
A little Tom Harper, right?
Little
Yes.
Tom Harper.
That
Tom
little
Harper.
lad.
And we found out he was dead
No.
from autoerotic asphyxiation.
No!
He's 12.
Oh, okay. No,
Wow.
it wasn't that. I knew it wasn't that for some reason. Okay, yeah, and we found him, right?
And then we
Nope.
went somewhere, right?
Well,
We went
We
So-
found a tuning fork, right?
we found a tuning fork. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there were a few things happening. There was an orb that we had found, like a globe map
Mhm.
glowing. Is it glowing?
Artifact.
Parts of it
And-
glowed,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we found a tuning fork, and between the two of those things, we realized we need to go to the Feywild.
Yeah, so we did do that, didn't
Did
we?
you guys mention the tuning fork and the Feywild? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Did
We
we do
I
that?
don't remember if we did or not,
But
but
thank you for
They were
bringing
just
it up.
reiterating what you said.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
then we went there.
Uh-huh. And what was it
Anyway.
like?
Was it good there?
It was yeah.
No, it was bad.
It's a trick question.
It was bad there. Then we argued and got mad because we're like, fuck, we barely looked around the castle. And
We
then
really boned this one.
and we realized,
again.
wait, we took their tuning fork, which means they planar shifted. But maybe they're here. So we started to follow tracks, but then we heard the skittering of something.
I can only assume it's fucked up spiders.
That's what, yeah, you got to.
Mm.
So yeah, so typically the Feywild is this magical, colorful, wonderful land full of fairies and elves and all sorts of fairy tale type creatures. And there are no gnomes in my version of the Feywild.
Wow!
And
Whoa!
but you guys got here and it was dark, it was spooky, there were cobwebs everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And so something is very amiss. Something is very, very wrong.
Spiders, we think.
Mhm.
Spiders! You remember that line from that song?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I looked like a Boxcar Racer music video.
Oh,
They
God.
were more dirty than Blink-182.
Wow.
So now what we're going to do today, which this actually really works out well, and I think is going to be neat, is we're going to actually travel back in time about 3 weeks.
We gotta edge you as listeners. Like, you're excited about a battle. Just kidding. Time to go back in time.
Where we were fighting spiders.
And edging.
Yeah.
So
Michael, wait.
when you said we've got to edge you, I thought you were doing like a cool kid style of like sort of educate. We
Oh,
gotta
no.
educate you.
No, that's not what we meant.
But you know what? I am gonna use that now.
I think you should. It's great.
Grandpa Christopher used to edge back in his day. I go down to the local elementary school and edge.
Oh no!
What?
What do you do? What's your job? Oh, I edge with elementary school kids.
No!
No, stop.
Cut it out!
And
Cut
see,
it out!
the joke here is not edging kids. It's the joke on the person who thinks
Who
that what it
thinks.
means. And that's fun. And that's the joke, not the other thing.
Is this one of those things
Not
somebody's going to take a note of and tell us about years later?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Sean is gonna find this one in 3 years. And be
You're
like,
like,
you want to keep this?
y'all gotta
in?
cut this one out.
Yeah, cut that one out.
Yeah, that's gotta go.
So we've traveled back 3 weeks in time, and we are in the Feywild.
Okay.
And
What's it look like now?
It
Yeah,
is a magical, mystical fairyland.
Wow.
It is an echo of the prime material plane, except more fanciful and magical.
Nice. So is it like very sparkly here?
It is very sparkly, except you guys are all in jail.
Oh.
It is the spring festival is coming up, and as we all know, this area is where you can find the spring court, which is a very important cultural thing in the Feywild. And basically, they've been going around and getting all the ne'er-do-wells off the streets.
So they
don't cause trouble.
But you just said they got the ne'er-do-wells off the streets, and you said we're in jail. So
yes.
Yeah.
So I would like each of you to describe your character and tell me why they're in jail.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna. Who wants to go first?
Jennifer, do you want to go?
Okay. My name is Rickety Nell.
We all have voices.
I'm a green hag. Think the White Queen from Narnia meets Lady Gaga, meets Baba Yaga, meets Radagast is what we've got going on here. And also, as my notes say, she's got a fucked up bone mask on her face, like a real cow snoot face mask. A cow? Is that like the long, like the one that was on our wall, Tim?
That's a deer.
Like a deer mask on my face. Oh, this is gonna be real hard.
You can do third person.
I'm gonna do third person. Okay,
to save your voice.
I'm going back. Just to give you a kiss of it. So Ricky Nell, green hag. She's a warlock, and she has a bit of a checkered past. Usually, hags kind of roll in covens. Not Nell. If you ask Nell why she's not with her coven anymore, it's because she would say that she left. But what actually happened is that she got straight up kicked out of the coven because of, differences of opinion. And she is convinced that her coven is constantly out to get her. And she basically was running around trying to investigate things where she should not have been because she was certain that her coven was out to get her and she got snatched.
Okay. So basically they just saw you.
Yeah.
Like,
they saw me. Yeah. And I tried to explain to them what my point was, but I was just talking about how much I wanted to enthrall them and enthrall the people around. Beguile them, and they didn't like that for some reason.
Got it. But now, why are you in jail?
I was trespassing in a rich person's house.
Okay.
For two things. They had things that I wanted because I like to get my potions and my tinctures and such. But also, I was following a trail because I was certain that my members of my former coven, the Sisters of the Harvest, were trying to stalk me, and the trail led me there.
Okay.
But also, I wanted their tinctures.
Interesting. Mike Bachmann.
Oh God, don't do me yet.
Tim Lanning. Who are you doing? Who
Okay.
is your character? Tell me of them.
Probably underneath Rickety Nell.
Yes.
You hear, okay.
You can do it, Tim.
Mommy, it's me.
No, I was kidding. No.
Daddy sent me out to the fight.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I was like, that's Tom Harper.
That's a joke. That's a little joke. A little throwback.
Little throwback. A little callback.
You see, well, I don't know what I did to get thrown in here. I saw the big guard there, and I challenged him to a duel, and, well, when I killed 3 of them, they got really mad at me.
I told you to keep a low profile, but you never can.
Can
you, Large Reggie?
Large Reggie does not turn down a battle. When I saw these guards, they put their hands on their weapons, so I drew old grandfather and slew every one of them in front of weeping babes. Large Reggie is a huge centaur, dappled white and black.
Oh, beautiful.
Do you say fur? I was thinking of
horse fur, horse hair. I think it's correct.
I was thinking of a shaved horse today in the shower, as you do, and it chilled me to my bones.
I don't like
I don't like it either. He is his human torso is ripped. He gets kind of like a widow's peak, but reverse. Kind of
hair,
kind of like a mirror of his ribs. Kind of goes up there.
Okay.
It's puffy, and his like shoulders and his face, and his like quote unquote humanoid part of his head has some of that dappled white mixed in with the black. And for his hair, it's like super dope, like shock in the front, but like his shoulders kind of have like black, and parts of his skin is like more white.
How jacked is he?
He is like the front of your mom's horny romance novels.
Okay, I was worried about where I was going, but now I'm with you.
As I've roamed these lands these past 6 years of total of my life, I'm 6 years old. I've never turned down a challenge, and that's why I left my tribe here, and I made friends, and I believe in an alliance with Nell over here.
He's my thrall.
I'm no simple pack mule to take someone from here and there, but a graceful centaur, one of the finest beasts of the land.
He carries me everywhere.
Well... he's a battle master warrior fighter.
Nice.
With a giant. Well, he was in jail, so he doesn't really have anything interesting. But
But he does.
But he does.
Christopher, who are you playing?
So here's my question: do you want my page of backstory on my race before getting into the backstory of where my character? How deep do you want me to? Anyway, so.
Go as deep as you want, baby.
Yes, here's the trick. So the Rakshasa are known for a few. There's various legends surrounding them that the various stories that come, where they came from, and what sort of people they are. People is a very generous term, and one of these many traditions is that there was some ancient deity that made them. To be fearsome and powerful, and immediately upon creating them, they began devouring this deity. And then so this deity is like, nope, don't want that, and banished them all to the nine hells. And that is the tradition that Viscount Ambrosius Corrin comes from.
What does he look like?
Viscount Ambrosius Corrin is a tall, proud, powerful Rakshasa who walks with a slight limp. He keeps most of his body covered in elaborate finery robes, and he's rather stark in appearance, as opposed to most of the orange and red and brown colored tiger-faced Rakshasas. He is entirely monochromatic, all black and white fur, with a scar out of the corner of his left eye leading down beyond into his robes and who knows where.
That's episode 2, baby.
Yeah. Right.
So for people who aren't familiar with Rakshasas, they are tiger people.
Yes. Well, so they're tiger demons. They always have some sort of misformity to them because they're tiger people. They're furries, but their hands are reversed. Their hands are always built the wrong way. The right hand is on their left.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep. In the picture that I sent you, it detailed that very clearly. And they always have some other physical deformities because in their escape from the nine hells into the material plane, the various twisting happens to them. But yeah, so Viscount Ambrosius Corrin was a viscount of the nine courts of hell and escaped into the material plane and is here to gain more power. But as to why he is in jail, he, if asked, he would tell you. I've got to psych myself up for my voice. Right? Yeah.
Jump in, Dave. You gotta find your code phrase.
If asked, he would tell you, they don't like it when you eat them.
Oh boy!
Oh, keep it up! Keep it up the whole podcast.
That is that you have picked a challenging voice, sir.
Oh, I'm sweating from how much I love it.
Okay. All right. We waited as long as we can wait. Mr. Bachmann.
Buy me some more
who are you
time.
playing?
No, I'm ready. I'm unlike other sprites you've seen. They're mostly good, but I'm quite mean. The sprite Thirst is what my name be. I'm in this prison for these reasons 3. I stole a horse from a stable. I tried to ride it, but wasn't able.
Oh my god!
I squatted on some farmer's land. But I'm mostly here because I killed a man.
Oh my god! Well, this Jennifer and I are gonna go.
I'm just gonna nothing. Like I thought I had a good thing going, but then I heard this.
Well, all right then.
I'm a rogue archer, by the way.
What you look like though? What's your little deal?
yeah.
I'm a little.
What is
what did we
what is a
determine the
sprite?
minimum size?
4 inches.
Okay, so I'm 4 inches tall. I'm an archer, so you can do the math on how big my arrows are going to be.
I can actually.
Yeah, and I've got some kind of I don't know, red hair, some wings. I mean, when you're that small, the details, let's be honest, really don't matter.
None of us have a microscope.
Right. Let me know.
You
what
look
like-
like
I imagine you looking like Puck from Berserk, who is just completely nude.
Oh yeah, do you have just like a convenient like leaf over your ding dong?
Yeah. But it's shaped like a dick. I actually really laugh at because my flying speed is 30, my walking speed is 10, and like I mean I'm just because I'm so small, but 10 is like a full out run. Like
yeah, that's fast.
Hey, when you're 4 inches tall, how fast? Somebody
true.
do the
That's
math.
very fast.
Somebody do the math. Proportional to a human. When you're 4 inches tall, how fast your legs have to be running to go 10 feet in 6 seconds?
The speed of light.
Someone will do that math and send it to us, and
Thank you.
we will appreciate it.
Can't wait.
All right. So you have all been thrown into this makeshift jail. That is
I'm
not
probably covered in bruises and the puffy black eye and stuff like that.
So your sprite's name is Thirst. Is that correct? We're really
Green
going with
armor.
that?
Yeah.
Splash of yellow and
Yeah,
Kobe is drinking them and.
I told Carly, and she suggested Twist instead of Thirst. But
Dr. Lemon or whatever the.
Yeah.
Thirst is actually locked inside of a small cage inside this bigger cage.
It better be fucking wire mesh. There's
So yeah, it's like a little bird cage that he is locked into.
like for a bug.
Mm-hmm. And you're actually all in a null magic zone, and there are two Eldrin guards who are fancy elves for those playing along at home, sort of watching over you.
Excuse me, elves. I require to be let out.
Keep it down, prisoner.
I kick the door.
Is it a door or
I kick
bars?
it. I kick the bar door.
Okay,
Michael, when they were so foolish as to jail Viscount Ambrosius Corin, did they take his staff of law from him?
They attempted to take your staff of law,
All right.
and at a certain point, they felt like it wasn't worth it to try to take your staff of law from you.
All right, cool.
Upon seeing that it didn't seem to be magical in any way, or
I just didn't know how much screaming I needed to be doing right now.
Michael, take a staff.
Also, just to clarify, you said this is a no magic zone?
yes, there's no magic.
That is bad for me personally, and I don't care for it.
Magical abilities?
The null magic.
All right.
If someone were to take his staff, we would all have quite the laugh.
Oh, geez.
What?
He's making a joke.
And as you're sitting there, kind of just thinking about your situation, they bring in another prisoner, and it is a satyr, and they throw him in the jail, and he seems pretty upset.
Is he crying?
He's just he seems panicky. He seems like he's panicking. He's like, "You have to let me out."
I can't.
Oh.
Oh God, I made Drax.
What's wrong with that?
Let's just roll with it.
So how are you all like? What are y'all doing? How have you been interacting?
I've probably been. How big is the cell?
It's a sort of a big common cell. It's like it's probably a good like 30 feet by 10 feet.
Perfect.
Could fit a lot of people in there.
Do I have old grandfather?
This is not a long-term thing. No, they did not give you your giant weapon.
That makes sense. I guess I'd just be running back and forth and like kicking the walls and stuff like that.
Ricky Nell is just like super crouched down in a corner, like muttering and like staring and picking at like her outfit and like her little pouch of potions and such.
Viscount Ambrosius Corrin is not interested in any of these foolish creatures, the one in the cell or the one outside the cell, and is simply standing casually, clearly waiting to be released, as someone will surely realize what's gone on, and that they've jailed someone they should not have jailed, and they'll let him out soon so that he can continue attempting to devour the denizens of the Feywild.
Thirst is zipping around his little mesh cage, clearly trying to think of different words that rhyme with each other, because you can hear him muttering them under his breath.
Does his muttering rhyme?
Huh?
Does his muttering rhyme?
Oh God,
barely.
He's working it out. He's workshopping things.
Is his baby cage in our cage?
Yes.
A cage in a cage.
I will probably walk up, being curious, and give it a shake. Hello, what's your name, friend?
Be careful, my cage! You do not rattle, lest you want to have a battle.
A battle! I take his cage, smash it to the ground, and give it a clop, and try to break it. To break him out.
Ooh, does it break? Does it break? Does it break?
Give me a strength roll.
And my hooves count as D8s. By the
Wonderful. I love it.
And I'm hoofing on it, and my roll is just an 8. Wait, can I give you athletics check? That'll be a 9.
You yank really hard on the cage to try to pull it down and throw it on the ground, but it is made of pretty sturdy stuff.
Okay.
Be careful where you put your hoof. You did almost break my roof.
Say roof. People say roof.
My hoof. My roof.
My roof. Yeah, I guess I would try to be like jumping and kicking it with my back hooves, and it's kind of like a boxer's like punching bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like you're like a dumb kid trying to do karate, and just trying to do roundhouse kicks and not being able to reach the thing that you're trying to reach.
He's really Star Wars kidsing it right now.
Yeah. Now can we release this tiny funny thing?
I can't do anything in here. This is a no magic zone.
I walk up
get you out of this
and
time.
I poke Viscount on the shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Do not touch me.
This is going to be a long night.
What's your story? I have time.
All right, I'm dropping that voice. Different hottie voice so I can actually talk.
Are you feeling it?
Yeah, well, like, listen, I've only got so much scotch in this office.
Yeah.
Christopher, David, our wonderful editor, will do shit to your voice if you would like.
Yeah.
So he can make it scarier.
We can make this dream happen for you.
Look,
I'll say it yourself.
When I was a child, I learned that I could do the next time gadget voice real solid, and like it's been my go-to for. Now, I've never used it for a full character for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I can come up with a voice that's appropriately hotty. So I get poked on the shoulder by some large like mule. I don't know. And he's like, why are you spending so much time dealing with the tiny thing in the cage when there's a panicking goat over in the corner? And I go back to ignoring you.
I'm not panicking. I'm thinking.
You're not a goat.
I'm also not a goat. Good point. I'm a hag.
He's talking about the satyr
Oh,
that you just threw in here. And it's not all about you.
I just assume everyone is out to get me at all times, and that's my bad.
Calm down, Nell. It'll be fine.
Nell creeps over to the satyr.
He's actually in the process of standing up and sort of gathering himself.
Okay.
And you see him take some deep, calming breaths. And he turns around and he looks at all of you one by one, kind of sizing you up. And
does he look like he's gonna fight?
no.
Oh.
No. And he's he looks at you and he goes, "Everyone, gather around here.
Gladly. Is it secret time? I love a secret.
I don't want the guards to hear."
Thirst's face plants on the side of his mesh.
He forms a little circle underneath Thirst's cage.
Very well.
I have to escape. I have to get out of here.
Yes, we all have to escape, obviously.
Yeah, prison's not great.
You don't know. You don't understand. I have to get out of here.
Then do it.
I can't do it by myself. I need help. And I look, if you can help me get out of here, we can all have a chance to curry favor with a god.
Ooh.
At the mention of a god, my couch is like, oh god, you say.
What god?
It's obviously the Queen of Spring. Think about where we are. If somebody would like to make a religion check.
I can do.
Not me.
Where's the where our dice go?
I'm a godless man.
I only know about the courts of hell. I don't know about religion.
Ooh, I rolled bad. Excuse me. What's a 7 do for me?
Not much. You have heard of the Queen of Spring.
I rolled a
Just
13.
now.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
13.
Anyone else? Anyone else on a roll?
I guess I could still roll it. 13.
Jeez.
5.
Wow, we're all dumb as hell.
We're only going on Christmas and Easter.
Yeah. That's it. Creatures.
Against all the odds, Large Reggie informs you that the deity known as the Queen of Spring is also known in other planes as Melora, who is a goddess of the hunt and
I would know the
spring
gods of the
and-
hunt and stuff.
yeah.
like that.
So it makes
That makes sense. We would hold great hunts at the village to the priestess of spring. We called her the Springstess.
But she's essentially like the deity who kind of rules over this plane. This is like her turf.
Gotcha. What was her name again?
It's the
Melora?
Queen of Spring or Melora. So he goes, do you know of the lady do you know of the lady Arnesis?
Can I do?
No.
Is this like a member of like a Feywild court or some sort of high society person?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting.
Would that be like
You could give me a history roll or some
History
other
I can
kind of
do.
check.
Much better. 17.
15 for me?
So you've heard of this lady Aranius. I'm gonna fuck up my own names. And it is rumored that she has recently become the lover of the Queen of Spring.
Oh man.
So it's kind of a big deal. All the folks are talking about her.
Now, Michael, I rolled a nat 1, so who do I think she is?
You don't believe that she exists.
Mm.
And you've
No one
actually
can-
heard. You've actually heard otherwise. You've heard that she's not. She's a myth,
She's
and
actually
you don't
fake.
believe it. He goes, I am part of the ladies' retinue, and well, the Festival of Spring is nearly upon us.
Yes, I came here to find great challengers and to maybe die in battle.
Well, it is traditional that you give your love a gift during this spring, and she was seeking a gift worthy of a god. And well, I heard her talking, and she was saying how she wanted to get this jewel. It's this massive jewel called the Jade Pyramid. And it's unsurpassed in its beauty, and legend says it contains mystical powers that not even a god can possess. So what better present for a god than this amazing jewel that has mystical powers that a god can't possess?
And you tried to steal it. Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
did steal it.
But you
Whoa!
obviously
No,
succeed.
it was the heist of a life. It was the heist of our generation. I did it. I got away with it.
You're in jail, though. You're definitely in jail right now.
Okay. Let me just hold on.
Where is this jewel?
It's in my abode right now. I brought it back after going through the maze, and well, it is guarded by satyrs like myself, and
Are they all as pathetic as you?
they're actually pretty boring. These ones. I'm not. I'm kind of cool. But no, I got it, and I brought it back to my boat, and I was getting ready to bring it to my lady, and in burst these guards, and they've arrested me on petty gambling debts and brought me here. And the pyramid is sitting in a satchel right by my nightstand.
Oh.
Well, let's go get it.
You want to leave and you want our help, but we're locked in here, so, well.
If we need to break out, and if we do, if you could help me get this to my lady, it'll be riches or power or whatever you want.
Well, no cell can hold large Reggie. And I get a run in. Is there anything I can turn into a weapon in here? Like, can I take one of, like, Nell's hat or something?
Did you say how big Large Reggie was?
He's 8 feet tall, about 8.5 feet long, give or take.
He's 8 by 8.
8 by 8, 1,248 pounds.
That's enormous. He's a horseman. So I
He's
guess
6 years old. Looking for a good time.
that's what's written on the bathroom stall.
Yeah. And I just run, and I freaking kick those bars
Oh boy.
as hard as I can. Ooh, I keep rolling 5s, which I don't like. This athletic check will be 11 total.
Your hoofy hurts.
Oh,
Ow, my hoof.
worthy foe.
The guard goes, "Keep it down in there."
I hurt my hoof.
Satyr, I would love to help, but as you can see, this is a no magic zone, so I can basically do nothing in here. Outside of this cell, I would murder every single one of you, but right now I cannot be super helpful, and as you can see, my servant here,
Friend, ally.
he's also not very useful, so do you have any ideas of how we could break out of here?
I don't know. Haven't you ever seen the local minstrels playing at jailbreaks? There must be some ideas we could come up with.
Sorrow. I start digging.
Get a spoon.
10 years later.
I try to order a Bible and chess making chisels. Thank you. That's a little Shawshank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe I could help on this occasion. Let me talk to the god and use my persuasion.
does anyone respond to this?
Listen, I can't talk that much. It's hard to rhyme.
Talk to the guards, please.
Yeah, give it a shot, and if not, I'll order them to release us.
I also have, I don't think this is a magic thing. I think this is just a thing I can do. I have mimicry, so I can mimic a sound I've heard, including voices. So I could try to do a the guard master man is calling you down the hallway.
Yes, yeah, you can just do that. That's not magic.
Someone else call the guard over.
I'm on the ground.
Ricky Nell walks over to the bars and just starts scratching them down, making really horrible sounds.
Prisoner, stop that!
No.
Wow.
Oh shit.
You don't want me to put you in the hole, do you?
I love holes.
Same.
The guard that is debating with Rickety Nell, I will stride forward, look at him in the eyes, and say, "I must leave now. I've spent enough time here. Release me immediately."
Just do it.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Sure. I was gonna say persuasion's fine. Intimidation's fine. They're the same number.
Either one, persuasion or intimidation.
I mean, if anybody else is listening to this in prison, give that a shot.
You think it's gonna work?
Yeah.
It worked in hell. So I rolled a 15, which means 22.
So was that persuasion or intimidation?
That was a persuasion. Look,
he goes, come here, and
yes,
and he's like, you shouldn't be. I'm gonna try to get you in another cell. You shouldn't be with this riffraff.
The rabble, yes.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go talk to the head guard in the other room and see if we can get you put someplace a little bit more appropriate for your station.
I do appreciate it. Your service will be rewarded when I have my just desserts.
And then he walks out of the room.
All right.
So
So there's only
There's
one
still
guard.
one
left?
guard.
Yes, there's one guard.
All right. Someone murder him.
You gotta go.
I lean over in a whisper and say, "Can I borrow your stick?" Loudly.
Are you referring to the staff of law?
Yes.
None may hold the staff of law.
Can I try to take it from him?
Oh boy.
We're gonna just kill
Finally,
each other
a good
in the
roll.
cell.
My strength check is 18, using just strength.
Give me a post strength check.
Sure. That's fine. So I rolled a 3, and I've got a -1 to strength. So I'm like, no, the staff! The staff of law!
You're like dangling from the air.
He's just a lot of fur. Like he's like those cats that are really fluffy,
Yeah.
but he's actually like really like scrawny underneath.
Yeah, I'm a super pissed cat right now, but like the usual super pissed but totally ineffectual. Like, oh, no, you will not disrespect the staff of law.
Large Reggie wrenches the staff of law from your hands.
How big is the staff of law?
It's a regular-sized quarterstaff, but with a cool head on the top.
Oh,
Cool.
nice.
Okay, so where's the guard?
He took the staff easier than singing a song. I have to wonder how you kept it this long.
I will die next.
How far away from the bars is this guard?
He's probably 15 feet away.
Perfect. Okay, so Large Reggie
Fucking throw the staff of law.
starts galloping in a circle, and then he rushes.
Well, what is Corin doing? Is he just gonna let Large
No,
Reggie
Corin
take his staff?
is freaking out.
Should we roll initiative?
Oh no. Oh no.
We all are gonna die in the cell, never escape.
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen,
yeah,
I'll kill the guard with it. It'll be funny.
like, I certainly think he can probably get the throw off towards the guard before Corin
not a
feels the
throw.
need to attack him. Oh, you're not throwing it?
Nuh-uh.
What do you? Oh boy.
How are you
What
gonna hit
doing?
it? It's not 15 feet long. It's
You seemed excited about it being 15 feet away.
Don't interfere when Reggie is running. If he kills the guard, it will be funny.
All right,
Oh,
maybe I
boy.
can't do something 15 feet, but it's not a reach weapon, I assume, right?
No.
Yeah.
Stat-wise, it is a quarterstaff. For me, it's an arcane focus. Don't worry about that.
Why don't
I
we
only-
go ahead and roll initiative?
Yeah, that seems good.
Wait, who's are Nell and
Anyone who
Frank-
wants to be involved in this, besides say Thirst, who's locked in a cage.
I called him Sprite just then.
Be glad that I'm in this cage, for you are safe from all my rage.
Nell is not getting involved. She's not getting in the middle of this. Is the guard like paying attention to the fact that there's a fight breaking out in the cell?
Well, we're less than 6 seconds into it, so
Okay.
I got a 15 initiative. 5.
Yeah,
Alright.
5.
okay. So large Reggie wrenches the staff from your hands, and then large Reggie, you don't know that you're getting attacked, but you can do whatever you want.
All right, so you say he's 15 feet away?
Yes.
Fuck. Because this is not a reach weapon, correct?
Yeah, just throw it.
Yeah, let's throw it. All right, I fucking throw it.
Oh boy.
I'm so mad. Like, I'm actually thrilled,
Yeah.
but Viscount Ambrosius Corin less than
Pissed.
thrilled.
I don't know what the thrown properties are, but whatever.
I mean, I think it's just an improvised weapon, right?
Yeah, so it'd be a D4, a D6, something like that.
I did good. What is that? Dex? Dex doesn't matter. Well, I'm proficient in both. So, what's an 8 get me?
8 to hit?
I rolled a 2.
You just kind of like
Like the most
you don't even run up to the bars. You just rip it out of his hand and throw it, and it just kind of clatters against the bars.
Well,
Worth a shot.
sorry. And then
But I will say that it like slinks through and like lands on the ground and rolls away.
No!
Sorry.
Corin, what do you do?
I was fully ready to lunge at large Reggie, claws extended on my reversed hands. But as he threw it, I turn abruptly and charge the bars, trying desperately to grab at it before it leaves my reach.
Little kitty cat paws are like sticking
Yeah,
out.
just like
Reggie gave it a really bad toss, but I think we can all agree it was Corin's loss.
Oh my god.
You can roll athletics.
sure. Dexterity? I don't know.
You can just do a straight dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity to reach the bars and grab it
Mhm.
in time. All right. I rolled an 11 and it's a +3, so 14.
You just get one claw on it.
Just the one claw. I'm gonna drag it back to me and like try to pull it back through the bars. Clutch it.
Michael,
you
I have a
pull it-
second attack, so I also kick the door.
You love to kick the door.
And I'm gonna roll to kick the door. I got a natural 1. Hopefully, my hoof injuries are bringing the guard over. Oh,
I only have 6 appendages.
The satyr looks at you all and goes, "By the way, my name's Nook Nimlock." And then he goes, "Oh, my heart!" And he falls on the ground. My heart! My heart!
My hooves. My hooves.
And the guard was like, "God damn it!" And he's like, "What the hell?" And he goes, "Melora, damn it!" And he fumbles around and he goes, "Everyone to the back! Everyone go to the back of the cell."
I'm just crying. holding my
Thirst
feet.
smashes against the back of the cage.
Do you comply?
Yeah.
Viscount Corin is a little unkempt at the moment and takes the staff and like scurries back and is like petting the staff.
I'm kind of my bulk is kind of in the middle, writhing on the ground.
And he goes, "Everyone, turn around, except for the centaur. Turn sideways."
I need a potion.
Your potions are not strong. Potions are too
Give
strong.
me
for
your
you.
strongest potion.
Michael, do I have a feeling with the innate magicalness of my nature? Do I have a feeling of how far this null magic zone extends?
It's probably just in this little area right here.
So, like
Just-
where the guards were, where they were standing outside that area, that isn't in the null magic zone.
yeah, there's probably like a couple feet
Mm-hmm.
buffer, so you can't just like reach your hand out and do something weird.
Michael, can I do a persuasion roll against his guard?
Sure.
I'd like to comply with your instructions, but I am stuck inside this construction.
23.
Nice.
Nice, the first good roll.
He's
Well,
like,
no, Christopher had a good roll. But...
he's like, don't worry about it. You're fine. You don't have to comply. You
Okay.
succeed. You
I'll
succeeded.
Nell moves to the back of the jail cell and like pretends to look at the wall, but she's got like so much like hair and like stuff going on that she kind of like turns her head all fucked up and is like peeking through her hair so she can still see what's happening. But he can't. Very
so-
fortunate.
So the guard comes in and he's trying to like pick up Nook. And Nook grabs him and he goes, "Everyone grab him, get him!"
I do it.
I smash into the side of the cage.
I get up and I just start stomping.
All right, roll initiative for me.
Hey!
Yeah.
Real initiative. Not against our cohorts.
19.
Can I roll initiative?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I have
What'd you
7.
I got an 18.
11.
11. All right, large Reggie.
I get up and I kick him. Where is he in relation to me?
He's just a few feet away.
All right.
You're in a small
Large
area.
Reggie scooches up to the back of the cell, so he has 15 feet of clearance and charges at him. And I don't have a weapon. Shit, never mind. I just kick him. Natural 1. Okay, my first attack, not so good. We can all agree. my hoovies are hurt. Next, fuck! How did I do that? It's another natural 1 on both my attacks.
Wow.
That's been my turn. I guess
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my action surge. And if I get no, I'm not using this boy. Bye bye. And let's...
Yeah, that one's bad luck.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me actually that I used that guy so many times. And okay, so I have one more action, and my action is punch. And what is that? Oh, 5. Does an 11 hit his AC?
That's a good question. I should probably get his stats up, huh?
Do you have advantage for him being grappled?
Ooh.
That seems to make sense.
Okay, then I'm gonna reroll all my shit and not use my action.
I just was thinking of like, surely there's something here.
Okay, that's better. So, retconning my first attack using the advantage is this boy would be a 22.
That will hit.
Perfect. So I do D8 because of my hooves, and I do 6 damage.
Okay.
That's my first attack. Do I still have advantage? I don't know how. I assume I do.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Yay.
Now we're turning around.
Now we're doing it. I got this new beautiful
Are you just-
Die Hard dice.
Are you just kicking him? Just
Kicking him. Yeah. I hope I want to bring Large Reggie to level 4 so that I have 4 or whatever level that I have 4 attacks so I can just punch him with each of my hooves.
I don't think that's level 4. I don't think at level
it's
4 you
I'm
get 4
level 5
attacks.
now. And... Fuck. Oh wait, actually, sorry.
I know we already did Bear Charger had the warlock like horns implement thing, or not.
Yeah.
I really want a centaur with hooves as their packed weapon.
Yeah, so I do for 7 damage on the second one. And I will not use my action surge. I will end my turn.
Well, that's good because you just blast him with both hooves, and he goes flying across the room, and he is unconscious.
Yeah, I rear up and I go.
And he is slumped on the ground.
Perfect. Does he have weapons on him?
He does. He's got a sword.
I grab it.
He also has. Nook grabs the keys off his belt, and he unlocks the little cage.
Oh, finally!
And lets out Thirst.
Yes. If he wakes up, ask him what he knows, but also search for tiny bows.
Is it just a short sword, long sword? What's the story here?
It's a long sword.
Do we know where our weapons are?
There is a convenient chest outside
Nice.
of the jail where they put all your shit.
I want to fly into all his pockets. Am I seeing anything interesting in there?
Yeah, you find 10 gold pieces.
Awesome.
It's bigger than you.
I struggle
Big
to
as
carry
dinner
one of them out.
plates.
Little friend, did you find anything within his pockets?
I may be little, but I'm not old. In his pockets, I found this gold.
Jesus, Bucket, you're so good at this.
Wonderful. Well, if you need help carrying that, I can carry a ridiculous amount.
As soon as the guard is knocked out, Viscount Corin is gonna book it to get out of the null magic zone, and as soon as he steps out of the null magic zone, he's like, "Oh God, thank you."
And is our chest in this room or in the next room?
Yes, it is in this room.
Ooh, I fly into the keyhole of the chest to see what's inside.
You're not that small.
What? No, come on.
Michael, how big are keyholes in this world?
It's important.
Not 4 inches.
It's important to my character that I'm small enough to fit in a keyhole.
And he's
4 inches tall, but he's not 4 inches wide.
yeah, and he's 7,000 years old, Michael.
Yeah, I'm not going in like tall ways. I'm going in long ways. I'm not that big around.
You could probably
Your
reach your
head-
arm in the keyhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your head gets jammed in there and is stuck. And
Oh God, what the fuck? My head is in here. It's very stuck.
This is a new improv game. Play Thirst.
Just do it.
Sorry, kids, just do it.
Nook rips you out, throws you on the ground, and uses his keys the keys that he took to unlock
This
the
Nook character.
chest.
Oh.
It's good that the GM's running a character that can actually do things. So
Yeah.
the rest of us are free to just do whatever nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I grabbed my...
Christopher, welcome to our show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
I pick up
Honestly,
old grandfather and my chainmail.
Old Nell, that's not my name. Rickety Nell picks up her sickle, because that's her weapon, and a crossbow.
And some javelins for me. Or yeah, javelins.
I pick up a little bow, but it's like made out of like what it's made out of like found objects. It's very like Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like I've got like some like literal toothpicks and like a
Yes.
little bent twig with like some cat hair like wrapped up and for the thing, and I don't know, maybe like some corn, a piece of corn for a snack later.
Yeah, he's like nibbling on it.
That's
I'm just
20 trail rations, 1 corn.
Feed my family for weeks.
come and look and take a peek.
Every time he doesn't say hit the second sentence quickly, it really stresses large Reggie out.
That time I actually forgot that I had to follow it up with a rhyme.
Oh shit!
I was like, fuck.
You better not do that another time.
Oh, time. Okay.
I don't have to rhyme with you.
But I'll eat my shoe. That's a good one, huh? All right, I guess I would run. I would saunter on out.
You're just gonna fucking leave?
Would you want to get on my back?
Yeah.
All right, hop on.
Ricky now crawls up in a really like fucked up way. It's very like a scary creature from say The Ring or something. Like, and she climbs up on Laura Treachy's back.
Gross.
Yeah.
Viscount, would you like to get upon my back?
No.
What is about you, tiny thing?
I may be small and not very wide, so I would appreciate if I could have a ride.
Get in here.
Where are
Get
you
in
upon-
here! Wait a minute, get in. You're gonna need to point or like specify what in
I
here.
do not. I can't.
Right. Okay, so thirst is now right up the centaur's ass.
Whoa! Mamma mia!
Yeah. So let's walk on out of here.
Yeah. I'm itching for a fight.
Yeah.
I ask old grandfather how he liked it.
How'd you like it in that chest? Oh, it wasn't for the best.
It's just
okay.
like Lahni. It's rubbing off. That's not what my character does.
Oh, that bad, huh? Well, we will drink their bloods.
And I start galloping into the next room.
All right.
Nook goes, "Come this way.
I do it.
Don't go that way. Come this way."
I imagine Rickety now like pulls my hair sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like holding his hair as if it is
Ow.
what do you call the things for horses?
Stirrups.
Stirrups, yes. I'm holding
Well, no, reins.
No.
Reins is
Reins.
Stirrups are how you get up.
I was not enough of a
bridle.
in school. Yeah.
Bridle goes in
Reins.
the mouth.
I told you, hold on to the hold on to my armor straps now.
I'll do as I please.
Ow.
Okay.
All right, so
Danny DeVito.
you guys bowl through a few guards, and you charge out, and
I cut them in twain.
and we end our episode.
What?
Probably.
I kill them.
It only took us an entire episode to get out of jail.
Wow.
Michael, I killed them because we're bad boys and girls.
You seem good to me. I don't know.
I'm relatively nice, but I'll kill people.
I would honestly have been happy if that whole episode was just us trying to escape the cell and just failing every time.
2 years later.
Still in
You
the cell.
succeeded. You should feel good about yourself.
We did
Yeah, with the help of the satyr who had the plan the whole time, we just kind of followed his plan and it worked.
Yeah.
In our defense, we didn't have a very good plan, and we rolled our bad plans poorly. So
You've rolled very badly.
we didn't roll very badly.
It's okay.
And I couldn't do any at
You
all.
could have done so much stuff.
No.
You have claws.
No, actually.
You have the
Hey.
ability. The guard walks out
Hey.
the room. Classic.
Hey,
I
Jeffrey.
Come out here. They brought grilled cheese.
Okay. I was going to do that. But also, can I use this moment to tell you what kind of damage my unarmed strike does? A 0.
No, that's the wrong one. You have to go to.
I know, but it's funny to me that I
Mine
just
also
slapped
does
someone
0.
and it does
That's a
nothing.
+0, but you just roll.
I have a -0, so you're better.
but that's the Yuanti. You're ahead.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I kind of want my weapon to be a longbow, which is not long, but it's long to me.
Well, Christopher, obviously, thank you for being here. I'm excited about getting rip roaring for the next episode, and that's not a tiger pun. It's just,
Christopher, would you come back next week? We're gonna record it right now.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I could do that.
Great.
Perfect. Christopher, there's a little thing we like to do on this show called read reviews of our 5 stars iTunes reviews that are both on iTunes and Stitcher. And we're going to finish the Google Doc that we started many moons ago. So we caught up to February.
I think we've actually been getting more behind as we're doing this.
Yes, but we caught up to February, and then we can make a new Google Doc and slowly get caught up.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. Best D&D podcast, but don't listen for insect facts. Apple Podcasts or bag of. What do you think of that would do? bag of
Where are you looking at? Oh.
ADJ.
Man, your guess is good.
Hey,
as
group
mine.
of the podcast. I started in episode 1 back in March of 2017. That's like over a year ago. And I'm currently around episode 120. This podcast is great. Apparently, we say wrong and set facts. Okay, fine.
That seems like our jam
That seems
to do
fake.
that.
Ero Fried.
Man, you guys love indecipherable names.
Well, this person's from Sweden, Jennifer, so that was very offensive.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Says Sly Dragon Boner. I gotta say, you guys are the freaking best thing that ever happened to the internet. Been listening for years now, but I just never wrote a review because I was busy listening. But today I felt I had to. I was lurking around YouTube and found Tim and Jennifer's wedding video. Cried like a dragonborn who
I
lost his
love
flagpole.
when that happens.
Yeah, it's like a comment. It's like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Desim from the United States says the only podcast to be QH. That's not true. I know of at least one more. As a 30-year-old woman who gets too drunk and forgets what happens while playing with their pretend friends and who has a diabetic pet, I have never felt as represented in this firm as I do in this podcast. Thank you so much. I thought that was you for a while. Then
It's not.
Shadow Forward Life 23 says, love it. Thanks for all the laughs. You're the only reason why I get through the day at work. Tom the Dragonborn is my fave character. The best part is I'm in a campaign and I'm the only Dragonborn. Thank you so much.
Well, he died 2 years ago.
RP.
Spoilers.
Damn. 12 years. All right. Nest the Hero. Listen to every episode. After 1 year of binging this amazing podcast, I finally caught up. Listening to this has been an adventure to of itself, and I caught up at the absolute best time. I started at episode 1. And I found the pacing somewhat slow. It was. I then had my heart ripped out of my body at episode 30. Thank you so much. Nika Dub 94. Examples how to be epic and strong women. I started listening to this podcast in September to make my 1-hour one-way commute. Shit. More bearable and instantly fell in love. I finally caught up and decided to write a review as I was eagerly awaiting new episodes. The cast as a whole is funny and charming. I have to say that I admire the way Jennifer and Nika play their characters the most. They portray women who are strong, who are aware of their flaws, but also know how to kick butt. I almost had a heart attack as I was checking Twitter one day because I saw Jennifer's new character and thought Ludra died. But glad she hadn't. Thank you for your inspiration as a new D&D, and I hope one day to make it to GeeklyCon. I hope you do too. Unlucky13, aka DNL, says, great podcast. Maybe. I found this podcast about 2 months ago, and I've been binge listening ever since. I just finished episode 184, and I have to say, listening to you plays the best part of my day. Thanks so much. Mao Okami says, watching the cast all grow together as friends and players is truly amazing adventure. Congratulations, and thank you, dudes. The next GeeklyCon is on the West Coast. Okay? Nope. Okay, so we agree, so it will not. Mike, Tim, Jennifer, and Nika have cultivated a truly astounding world in this actual play 5th edition game. As someone who grew up playing D&D in high school, this podcast is a must listen. Thank you. Bubble Ghost says, like riding a roller coaster while not strapped in, this podcast will have you rolling on the floor laughing, holding your breath in suspense, trying to arcane a check in real life. It's a wild ride that will leave you holding on for dear life and clinging to the face of a sea monster. John Moylan from Canada says, this is long overdue. Good day, mate. Itam Yadagha. I hope that wasn't a cuss.
No, it's a good day, mate.
Backwards. Take it back. Joking aside, I should have reviewed this podcast ages ago. I'm not even halfway through it, though I'm trying really hard to catch up, and I'm absolutely amazing. Not only are the cast hilarious and entertaining, they have also brought together an amazing community of people. Thank you. Judhammer says, great podcast. I just started listening to this podcast this year. I'm now on episode 51. I listen to this podcast all day at work and thoroughly enjoy it. Mad Ryan says, love it. Just started at the beginning. Absolutely love it. Although I'm pretty sure Dorkblade is cheating with his excessive sneaks. No. Dorkblade. KLC Dorkblade.
Been dead for years.
Sly Flourish and Burritos. all caught up, and now I'm sad I don't have a backlog of episodes ready to play. The cast makes my commute a delight and feels like I'm sitting in a buddy's basement playing. Great job, guys and girls. Sly Flourish and Saving Burrito. The last one. Stealth Shark 7 says, shut up and take my money. I started listening in January 2016, and over 2 years later, I finally caught up listening to the unabridged episodes. It's been a fun ride and have several mysteries unlocked, like the case of the dropped thrifty nerd and how a spider with his mouth sewn shut. It all checks out. I just hope they... Yeah,
I misunderstood what that was, but yeah, it's actually fine.
Cool. He in the past, he wanted something to happen. That I think did happen. I don't know. Thank you so much.
Hey, good job, Tim.
Good job, Michael.
If you here's a fun thing. If you go and listen to episode 2, season 2, episode 2 of Offices and Bosses, the Magic Tavern spinoff, you can hear us do a little thing.
It's really fun.
It's really fucking
did a
funny.
fake ad.
Yeah,
I have laughed a lot at it.
we're gonna put it on the Patreon.
We did. It's actually on the Patreon. I only tell you this because I want you to be impressed that we were on.
You know, that popular show.
And if you guys want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast. I'm at Thrifty Nerd.
I'm at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I'm at the Mike Bachmann.
Oh no, Nika's not here.
And I guess I'm at GTG Christopher, but that's entirely unrelated.
That's okay.
Do you have anything else you want to plug?
Yeah.
Your
plug it
Kickstarter's
up.
still going, right?
Oh yeah, we do have it right now. Oh my god, it's so cool. We have a Kickstarter. It's not my Kickstarter, so I sometimes forget about it because I'm not like every day stressing about it. I'm just like, well, I'm every day stressing, not every hour stressing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm making a video game, or rather, other people that are called Underbite Games are making a video game that I am writing the story and doing a lot of the storytelling mechanics and quests for. And it's really cool. It's like a tactics style, Freedom Force-esque game that I am super hyped. And it's already funded, so like jumping on that Kickstarter is just a matter of, hey, do you want this thing? Y/N. It's really good. I guarantee it will be awesome. So yeah, Sentinels of Freedom is what it's called. I should have started with that, but I buried the lead. Sentinels of Freedom, the video game. It's on
Can't wait
Kickstarter
for
right
it.
now. Should check it out.
That's actually, because like you've convinced them, and then at the end, then they want to know what it is. If you said in the beginning, they don't even know what it is. So it's actually great.
It's intentional marketing. Michael, thank you for your marketing lessons. I will
No problem.
send you a check.
And also, while we're at it, I think once this is up, I'll have a Kickstarter going for You're a Wizardary.
No!
Season 5 of my Harry Potter podcast. If you hate Lord Titus Harper, then then give to our Kickstarter. And me and some pals make great content about Harry Potter.
I'm gonna friggin' fight y'all in the streets.
It's a pretty good podcast. They've had some really high profile guests. They've had 2 different governors of California.
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
true. That is true.
Yep.
And also a person who stalked people. What was your character, Tim? Didn't you?
I was refusing to talk.
Anyway, Nika's not here to help us do the whole
We don't
thing.
have
So
her beautiful radio voice.
I guess go to geeklyinc.com, buy a GeeklyCon ticket. There's a couple left.
I followed all the actors.
You stalked them. May 1st is the cutoff for buying a standard or premium GeeklyCon ticket. If you buy one after that, you won't get any of the cool shit. So you'll be sad and you'll pay just as much money. So don't do it.
Pay money and be not sad.
Wow.
So that is everything. It's really hard without Nika here. We'll miss you, Nika. We'll see you soon. And until next week, keep it dicey. And then we stop and export.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure?
Bachmann, do the whole thing, but in rhyming.
If you
Oh my God.
if you told me to do that like an hour ago, maybe I could have written something down.
I think that's what she does.
Give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna go kick on the air conditioner. Is that all right?
Yeah, export your audio.
Well,
if you're
Oh, you try to
recording
stop this audio?
it. Yes, stop this audio.
All right, so
I think
stop it,
5 minutes, give or take.
and
Is this
then I
260?
will export it.
Yeah.
as a
sweet.
WAV.
Too sexy as a wave.
Do you want a 16-bit WAV or a 32-bit WAV?
Man, go 32. It's
32.
It's
Good
like
bold
twice
weight.
as good, I think.
How many
Yeah.
bits can you afford?
We got Kickstarter yesterday. Wait. I'm so happy that I finished my taxes. I can't wait to get audited and go to
I
jail.
have to do it. I'm so
That's one
So
looming
hard.
anxiety panic attack
All right.
tax thing.
That's gonna take 46 seconds to export. BRB.
Okay, bye.
I can't believe. No, I'm not gonna talk about this on here.
I have to fucking
260?
60.
I'm
I was
trying to
gonna
figure out
tell Tim
how.
about my taxes, and he just left.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out how sneak attacks work. I just very hastily got some equipment because I took you too seriously when you said you're in prison, so you don't have any. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll find it on the way. But then I was like, oh shit, they all know what they have. Okay. I don't understand how sneak attacks work.
So if your opponent is any number of certain things, you get to add extra damage to it.
Okay, so
Yeah, so like if he's like standing next to one of your allies, you get to do extra damage. If he hasn't attacked yet, you get to do extra damage.
right, I saw that. If I'm like I can be invisible as a bonus action. I can start my next turn invisible.
You can hide probably.
That was one of those. That was the sprite one that Tim.
It's like literally invisible.
Yeah, I think it's like once between short rests or something like that.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, but would that count then? Is what I'm asking.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, no. If your attacker is unaware of you, then you definitely get sneak attack damage.
Yeah, it's hidden step. Actually, is it? I gotta look at what Tim sent me again. Oh, there it is. No.
All right. The audio has been exported.
Fabulous.
The new audio. Make a new one. Oh no, I crashed it.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. My computer's just doing a lot right now.
You're back already.
Yeah.
Everyone else is going to be gone for like 5 minutes, so.
I just had to really quick toss on. I turned off the air conditioner while recording because I didn't want it to kick on and make noise. But I regret my actions, and my computer does too. I don't know if you can hear it, but my computer hard drive, my system fans are screaming because it got like 80 degrees in here. My system fan's like, why did you do this thing? So I decided the lesser of two evils. I'm going to talk to the chat because people in the chat are mentioning my name a bunch. Gnarly Name Finder, thank you. I always wear a vest and a tie, and this is how I look every day.
Actually, I feel like you're a little dressed down.
I am. I'm not wearing a jacket. Although you can't see them in this stream, but I'm going to attempt to show you that my pants, yeah, good. I can kick high enough. Are the same color as my shirt.
Oh,
so
damn.
That's impressive.
That's pretty good.
And then Mad Gab says that the cat looks at TV when I talk.
A little bit.
And that's because I am a cat person in this game.
That's true.
Yeah.
What level should I go in on the Sentinels of Freedom Kickstarter?
Pull it up. I've got
think-
it in one of my 17 windows here, right?
You
Yes.
think 1,500 or?
No. I wouldn't like. The level that I would back it if I were a customer of this Kickstarter would be probably. I mean,
1500.
honestly, the one I would do it at would be the $20 level because I don't care about extra stuff. But some people want extra stuff, and the $30 level is actually super reasonable and gives you a bunch of cool extra stuff. I'm just kind of a bare bones guy when it comes to backing Kickstarters.
It's Jin.
Whew, strong.
The Kickstarter people disagree with you because you've got 9 times as many at the $30 level.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I know I do it wrong, but that's my
That's your
jam.
thing. Your jam is just doing it wrong.
Doing it wrong every day. Yeah. Also, I didn't pitch it. Since I don't know when the second one of these is going to go out that we're recording right now, but it might be by the time that the Sentinels of Freedom Kickstarter has ended. Because I also have a Patreon. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, for a podcast that nobody here listens to because it's not in anyone's interests.
Shit. When that person said there's only one podcast, my joke about having 2 podcasts was a little alley-oop to you, but then I forgot to alley-oop it better to you.
Damn.
That's my
That's okay. I'm real thick sometimes. I'm like large Reggie.
large.
He's thick.
He's thick with 2 C's.
Is it big boy season? Methinks yeah.
Large ready season.
Christopher, I think we're gonna put off that other Kickstarter that we're doing for a little while
Yeah.
because we have some work to do.
Hey, I gave you some notes, and I'm happy to give you
did.
more notes.
I'm excited. I'm
Things are
trying
happening,
to.
secret things.
I'm trying to convince Carly that it's a good idea to have it going during GeeklyCon.
Michael,
Yeah,
I love
she
you.
thinks
You're
I'm
the
a
dumbest
crazy
fucker on the
person.
planet.
That is actually a super good idea. And in fact, if I were you, I would launch it at GeeklyCon
Oh shit.
so that it would then run over Gen Con.
Probably true.
Man, see,
That's what I would do.
We're going to Gen Con this year.
everyone but Christopher thinks I'm an idiot.
Well, I've run some Kickstarters in my day. I'm just going to say.
Also, we hung out with him, and the dude has energy. So
He does.
if you think you can keep up, my boy, I say you go for it.
I just think people will be really excited.
I
We'll
think
be
you should launch at
playing-
GeeklyCon if you're
We'll
able.
be playing the game while we're there.
Yeah. If you can launch at GeeklyCon, you should.
Launching a GeeklyCon is a baller move because you can be like, hey everybody, here's this big have an event that's like a opening ceremonies
Oh,
event
that's a
that
good
everybody
idea.
can come to. Be like, hey everybody, check this cool thing out. Are you ready? Here's my laptop. Boom. And then like everybody can be part of that, and people can call up the audience. Number 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
And then, because normally how Kickstarter works is you launch it and then you just sit there and refresh it, and
And that doesn't do you any good. That's not good for your heart.
That'll be a GeeklyCon having fun and not doing that.
And
that'll
every
be
so
good for
often-
my psyche.
Yeah, no, I've done that at shows before where I don't necessarily launch it during the show, but I launch it right before going to the show. And then rather than me going and obsessively checking it, I'm working the show. And people come up to me and be like, did you know that your Kickstarter's over $30,000? And I'll be like, what? That's
All right,
Thank you.
like,
Michael, new idea. Last day of the show, you launch it.
Closing ceremonies.
I cannot imagine. In fact, yes, launch it the first day of GeeklyCon. This will be your gift to me.
I think it's
for
a
the
good
rest of my
idea.
life.
And then
It's
we're gonna.
a brilliant idea, but I know you, and you would.
You think
just-
it'll kill me?
Yeah, you'll die. You would just finished a Kickstarter.
But I'll die happy.
No, you will not die happy. That is out of your grasp.
Happiness is not a thing that I can have.
You know where the money seems to be, though, is to do a Kickstarter and then not deliver the product. Have you thought about that?
Boy.
I feel like that's where all the cash is.